Hi y'all, it is the Southern Belle from Hell here, and a part of the 50 States Challenge I'm doing today is a coastal build for South Carolina. I saw this picture of a house. It's not exactly like this, but it had kind of the same look with the roof. And it was in South Carolina, and it was kind of in this Cape Cod like style. And I said that would just, be perfect for, that state. And also, it's been a while since I've done like a cozy build, and I really wanted to kind of capture the coziness and I guess a countryer by the sea vibe. So here I am working on this roof. Now this is the third time I'm building this house. I had some trouble. I had to repair my game because it wasn't saving. It wasn't saving my builds. And so yeah, I finally fixed everything and it's working right. So I was able to do this roof exactly the way I wanted to because I had done practiced 2 other times before this. It happens. But I keep the roof the same as it just normally is because I like the faded gray look against the exterior wallpaper I put down. Now, I wanted to do this because I've seen, and I can't remember who. It was definitely a more popular YouTuber, and it was a short, and they put a hot tub in the pool, and I was like, I've got to do that. So, again, I practiced on this several times before, and I finally felt like, okay, I know how to execute it and it be like functional for your Sims and stuff like that. So I'm just manipulating the terrain so I can fit this hot tub in to the pool, and I'm fitting the pool around it. I realized I needed to kind of take the wall back a little bit so they'll be able to step into it, and I had to pull the steps back a little bit. I'm just kind of, messing around with it and make sure everything's like where it's supposed to go. And voila, basically. I have to put the flooring in. I do that later. And yeah, it's just so cool, and it's something like I can't take credit for it, but I can't remember because I watched so many shorts. But I want to say it was Danielle Builds. I want to say that, but I could be wrong. So I wanted this side of the house to be the garage, and I just decided to lift the rest of the terrain around the house so that everything just kind of flows together and nothing's like jutting out anywhere. So I'm just kind of lifting the ground just a little bit and then slowly smoothing it to the sidewalk and around the edges of the house, and the pool is going to be lifted because this lot in Brindleton Bay is already like not necessarily on a cliff, but on a pretty raised area near the pier. So I thought it wouldn't look unnatural to lift it up just a little bit more. I wanted to put some stepping stones at the front just to kind of differentiate from the driveway, and I didn't want it to connect like that, like the same paint that I used for the driveway. I didn't want to use the exact same one. I struggled a bit with the exterior wallpaper because there was the scalloped wallpaper that is the same shade, and it looks so cute, but to me that looked more like a dollhouse, not necessarily a coastal house. So I just keep it with like the shingled look. I thought about using brick for the bottom, like the first floor, but I changed my mind because it just looked too dark against like this pale blue that I wanted to use. And I'm building a little garage area. Of course, there's, you know, no actual like garage and stuff in The Sims 4. So I felt like it would just be fitting to have one. And now I'm just like figuring out what windows to use. Like I knew the upper floors are going to have the windows that I already put down, but the bottom floors I wanted it to be a little bit different, and I settled on these really long windows because that reminds me of a southern, you know, on the Gulf or on, you know, some waterline house. As you guys like, especially if you're a returning subscriber, returning viewer, what have you, I am from Louisiana, and I live in South Mississippi. So every time I see those long windows that go from, you know, ceiling to floor, I'm like, yeah, that's the traditional southern, you know, by the Gulf type of look. So I wanted to kind of keep that because South Carolina is, you know, it's not very far away from me. I've never been to South Carolina actually, but I have a lot of family, let's say a lot, a little bit, a few, that live in North Carolina, and it's so pretty through there. Like, you guys have, if you're from South Carolina, you guys have a beautiful area. I mean, it looks a lot like Mississippi, but y'all actually have a fall. Well, to me, it's a fall. We don't have fall. We do not have fall at all. So I kind of speed through the landscaping because this took a long time. But I wanted to have like this rounded around the corners of the house, bulbous flower garden where you have blues and whites and yellows just kind of scattered around. And if you're familiar with The Sims, you'll notice I'm using a lot of the same stuff from the Cats and Dogs pack because, I mean, you know, Brindleton Bay comes with the Cats and Dogs pack. And I wanted to stay true to like the foliage that's in this world. And so most of the flowers and shrubs and even the trees themselves are from the Cats and Dogs pack, just so I could have it blend in a little bit better with this lot. But I absolutely love landscaping. It's just like, it's hard to show everything on a video like this because it takes so long. But it turned out absolutely beautiful, and I felt like it really complemented this build really well. I put some wildflowers around the tree trunks, and I ended up using the Nifty Knitting mailbox because I just think it looked really cute, and I've never really gotten a chance to use it before. And yeah, like the outside to me just came out really awesome. I wasn't sure really what to do with the pool. Like, should I do more to it? I kind of save like the extra decor and, you know, different pieces for the end of this video. So I'm going to come back there. Now, the inside, I had to get creative with how this was going to go. I knew I wanted no more than 3 bedrooms, and I wanted it to be more of a snug build, like, you know, not tiny, not ridiculously tiny, but not just exploding with a ton of room. So I try to figure out like what's the layout gonna be. I know 3 bed, 2 bath. Gotta have a little laundry area. We have a garage. So you kind of see me trying to work out like, you know, how am I gonna group this? Um, I didn't really have any particular type of sim in mind until I started decorating, and so this is the concept I have in my mind. Um, we have a a female sim and a male sim. They could be, like partners, or they could be brother and sister, family, whatever, but they live together. One is an artist, and the other one is a crafter. He or she is into knitting and, selling the products that they make. And I have a guest bedroom that I put together that could be for a teenager, or at least a, recent young adult. I didn't think about it really at first. I was like, what am I going to do with the two other bedrooms? I wanted one theme to be kind of woodsy, and then the other theme to just be really quaint. But then as I was, putting stuff into it, I'm like, a teenager could find this room like really cool and really comfortable. So like you'll see my process. I like having scenarios in mind, because then I know how to decorate and like what stuff to look for. And I put 2 chimney stacks on the exterior of the house. So I decided to put one chimney or one fireplace in the living room and another one in the dining room. I wanted the house to have like kind of pale pastel colors that still has like the coastal theme. So I have pale gray, blue, green, teal, yellow, just neutral colors basically, because I didn't want to copy too much off of my Solani build that I did for, I believe it was for Mississippi, and I made it super colorful. I didn't want to go too much off that. I wanted to, kind of stick with the calmer shades. So now we're working on the entryway, and I really like the way this turned out. Small entryways are my friend. Big entryways, I'm like, what do I put? So I was able to put like a little cabinet area and, a entryway mirror with some knickknacks underneath, just simple little stuff. And that's, that's it. That's all you need. I get mad at myself when I make these big builds and the entryway is huge. I run out of things to even think about putting down, and I just feel like I'm just throwing random stuff around. So for this one, even though it is kind of narrow, it's like, this is all you need for an entryway. You don't need more plants. You don't need another shelf. You're fine. But I really like this cabinet where I'm putting like the little basket with the towels in it, because like it just looks like something where, if someone comes to stay over, hey, just, grab what you need before you settle down. I really like that. It gave it a cool, cozy feel. Now this kitchen, I had a bunch of different ideas for it, and you see me kind of working through it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are halfway through this video, and if you have made it so far, I would really, really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I upload 4 times a week, and I am starting to stream. This Saturday will be my first stream I'm putting on YouTube. It's going to be on Twitch, so stay tuned for that. I'm calling it 6 a.m. Sims, because it's going to be at 6 a.m. I'm an early bird, but not by choice. I am a teacher in real life, IRL. So I have no choice but to wake up early, and I try during my summer break to keep that up, because it's so hard at the beginning of a school year to get back into it. Okay, so back to this build. I wanted it to be super cozy. I didn't want to go overboard fancy with this. I just wanted it to look like a kitchen that would be, you know, by the sea. It's cute, it's quaint, but it's not like lavish. And it's not exactly country either. You know, it's difficult when you do a build and you want it to be cozy. There's so many like country decor, especially with the cottage living. But I didn't want to use too much of that because I think it would take away from the coastal theme I'm going for. I had a hard time deciding on the couch to use. Again, want it to be cozy looking, but all the cozy looking couches, like especially the ones that come with the pillows, I'm like they don't match. So I stuck with this because it again had pretty neutral colors that I could make work. And this is when I kind of think about this one of the Sims that live here, they're going to be an artist. And maybe they both like to fish because, I mean, they live, you know, by the sea. And, you know, this is when I start thinking about, okay, what are their skills? What are they into? And I decided to make this little corner next to the window a little painter's nook, a little painter's area. And I love this shelf that's like stained with paint that, you know, you have to unlock or whatever. But like it just gives so much personality. And the easel with the landscape, I just felt like fit really wonderfully with, you know, this little painter's nook I had. So I'm just adding little knickknacks that I'm going to put on top of the fireplace, and then we're going to move on to the dining area after I get done decorating. I kind of just wanted to stick to like black, white, gray, you know, touches of blue here and there. And the dining room is basically the same. There's more blue. And I didn't want the dining room to be extremely formal. Like, this is more like a family area. Just come, sit, chillax, and, you know, grab you something to eat. I didn't want it to look just, you know, too done up. So I've got little shelf pieces. I put the big fish tank in there. I wanted to put in a, you know, by the sea picture and, you know, just have it look cute and not, you know, not too over the top, but, you know, big enough for like holidays and entertaining and things like that. I like the way it just opens up to the pool area, like, you know, after a long day of swimming, just, you know, come in, have you a sandwich with some chips, and, you know, that's the life. I like the little garage area. I don't do much with it. I just put like a water heater in there and that little hook with, you know, some bags. But I felt like, you know, this could be anybody's garage, basically. I put off the garage that also connects to, you know, the dining area, the laundry room. And I wanted it to look, you know, kind of rustic. So I used the wooden planks wallpaper, and I really, really like the way this laundry room looked. Like, it's different from the rest of the house, but also kind of fits in, at least with the scenario I'm thinking of. All right, we are on the second floor, and I'm just putting some little things like a little hallway table with some shoes and coats before they start their day. I'm putting up some more like by the sea decor, Because I really felt like I didn't have enough of that downstairs. Yeah, I just put that water heater down. I was looking for it, and then like I couldn't find it for a while, and yeah, I finally found it. So the bedrooms aren't very big. I didn't want them to be very big because like when I think of a cozy house, I think of, you know, kind of snug. So we have 3 bedrooms, and this one really could be another bedroom, but I wanted to have one room just, you know, just for the office area. And this is an area where the other sim can do their crafts. There's a little chess table. There's a spot for them to do yoga. I'm just kind of picturing sims that are, you know, super creative and, you know, try to take care of their mind and body. You know, just kind of like the whole living by the sea life. I say that because I live by, you know, the Gulf, so we're all kind of hippies in a way. We love nature, all the beach vibes. I thought about using the sandal lights, but it wouldn't connect right with me, so I'm just using these little twinkle lights, and I think they look so cute in there. It makes me want to like redo my little office area. I'm putting down just the essentials in the other bedrooms because I actually, while I'm building, I forget like where I'm going with certain things. So I try to like hurry up and put the essentials down for like all the bedrooms, so I know, okay, this is the room that I had planned for this type of sim. But for this yellow bedroom, this is what I'm thinking of as the master bedroom. It has, you know, enough room for an armoire, another shelf with, you know, some books and stuff. You know, again, it's not huge, but that was intentional. I really love these flowers from the Nifty Knitting Kit. I don't know, like I want stuff like that in my house, but I know they'll all die because I don't really look after plants. That's my mom's job. She has a green thumb for sure, and I like the idea of plants. I don't like the idea of having to remember to water them because I'm not going to remember that. I've tried before, and I think I was successful for 1 year, and then after that it just stopped. I don't know what happened. But I really love this bathroom. I feel like you get your own little private corners, even though it's weird to take screenshots of it because I have to go to so many different corners. But I feel like it's super private the way it's set up. Like it's not just a wide open square where, you know, the door is, you know, you open the door and you see everything. You know, you get your privacy. Like one person can be doing their hair, makeup, and the other person can be, you know, doing their business, and you're not like gonna be like in direct eyesight of that. I don't know. And I like building my own showers in this sense. All right, so we're moving on to this bedroom. I guess this is gonna be more of like the guest bedroom when someone spends the night and they're not gonna stay long. I just put like little knickknacks, little extra stuff. I really thought the hanging pictures with the lights look super cute. I wish we could actually do that in The Sims, like with our screenshots. But, you know, can't have everything, I guess. Because I put those up and I'm like, who are you people? It's so many different Sims. Okay, so this is the room that I had the dilemma of, you know, is this going to be the guest bedroom? Could this be a teenager's room or, you know, an older child's room? I think it came out so cute. It's pretty small, yeah, but, you know, I have the little seating area with, you know, a bookshelf. and a little TV propped up. And I don't know, to me, this looks like a perfect area for a teenage or recent young adult sim that's a bookworm. Um, the bathroom's, you know, pretty small, but I think it's cute. I just kind of keep it simple, um, and have all the essentials in there. But I like the way like it just looks kind of crisp and clean, and you know, you've got everything you need. I didn't think that it would be functional with the sink so close to the toilet, but it is. I tested it. Your Sims can use the bathroom and then get up and wash their hands. It's always like the last thing I do is put up the light switches in the house. And after I put up the light switches, I just put some finishing touches on the outside, make sure there's a grill and enough seating areas for whoever comes over. I do decide to put in, you know, some bird houses and feeders and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and until next time, have a good one.